Hi everyone, my name is Chelimo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to unravel this beautiful beret. I made this beret a while back. See, this is how it looks. I'm gonna put a photo of me wearing it right up here. After making it, I realized it was too big. It's way too big. It's too chunky. I don't think berets should be this chunky. Like, if it's chunky, it's gotta have a smaller width, and if it's large, it's got to be light. So I'm gonna be unraveling it. I want to make a skirt with it, and so crochet with me. As damn, where did I my work is so clean I can't spot where I ended the stitch at. So where is it? I'm reviewing But I'm a Cheerleader. That's the title, But I'm a Cheerleader.
I'm a cheerleader!
Which is a 1999 movie. It's a coming of age movie, sort of. The main character is a teenage girl called Megan, played by Natasha Lyon. Megan is a cheerleader at school and she's dating a footballer, so she's like the typical popular girl in school. And we spot right away that she really doesn't like being touchy with this boyfriend of hers. The boyfriend comes for her after cheerleading practice and they go to talk, and when he kisses her, she wipes off the kiss. So I guess this is supposed to be the first sign that Meg is queer. And when the boyfriend pressures her to like do a French dip kiss,
Please.
he gives her this sloppy kiss, and she has to think about the girls from cheerleading jumping up and how cute they look in their uniforms. Yeah, and that's what she thinks about, that so that she can dissociate from the boyfriend kissing her. I think I'm just gonna unravel the headband and then start on the skirt. It's not like I don't want to unravel the whole thing. I'll just unravel as I go. We cut to this scene where the family is having supper, dinner I guess for Americans, and when the dad is praying, it's clear that he has a suspicion that Meg is queer.
Please help us to obey the roles in life you set for us.
I don't know where this suspicion comes from, because when I was in high school, my mom would not have suspected that I was queer, because I was not supposed to be talking to boys in the first place, or even kissing them, or even hanging out with them. My closest friend was a girl, and that was the preferred position with parents. So for a parent to notice that you're queer, also it raises questions for me. But maybe she had been showing signs since she was a child, because you know, this is her family, they know her. I like boys, but if you kiss me like that, I'm wiping it off as well. Hey, am I kissing a human being, or am I letting a dog lick my face? Ew. So she opens her locker and there's a poster of a girl right there, really nice body. And I guess stuff like this is why people suspect that she's lesbian.
Maybe he just doesn't do it.
Honey, he definitely isn't doing it right. Don't let nobody gaslight you. Nobody wants to be licked all over the face in the morning with nasty high school boy breath. Ew. The friend has a poster of a nice yummy looking man with abs on her locker. When I was in high school, we used to also have those posters. Almost all of us had a photo of Lewis Hamilton on our lockers, cause fine man. I used to have Lori Harvey, like also beautiful girls. So I guess it's a big deal that she didn't have any poster of a yummy looking man, but she had a poster of a yummy looking girl. But I personally don't think it's a big deal, because even in my bedsitter in uni, I used to have only photos of women, because I think women are so beautiful. Y'all, I can't get over the fact that RuPaul is in this movie. I love RuPaul. I love watching the drag queen race. So it was nice to see him in this movie. He looks very young.
Mike, thanks so much for coming.
Guess what RuPaul is in this movie? He is a camp counselor in a conversion therapy camp for queer teenagers. So apparently the parents have called the queer counselor because they feel like Meg is definitely super gay, and they're thinking of putting her into conversion therapy. So I'm not making a waistband for this skirt, because funny thing about me, I really don't like waistbands on shorts and skirts, but I have a vision, and I think I'm gonna make a small strip of waistband with jeans. One day in another video, once it's done, I'll just show you. It's gonna be a really cute mini skirt. I'm gonna make ruffles, and I'm gonna incorporate jeans, strips of jeans. So yeah, why didn't she leave the pom-poms in her locker at school? I don't know how cheerleading works. American school culture is just crazy to me. I don't understand it. But if I was a cheerleader, I wouldn't walk with the pom-poms everywhere. Like, I would assume the moment you changed from your cheerleading outfit, you also removed your pom-poms. So wherever your outfit is, because you're coming home in a dress, wherever your cheerleading uniform is, that's where your pom-poms should be. Why are you walking everywhere with them? They called the conversion therapy camp guy so that he can help them break the news to Megan that she's gay. Megan apparently doesn't know she's gay, and that's why she's dating a boy. A joke. Is that how it's pronounced? Joke. Hey, ulimi yangu ni ya Highland. Hizo mimi sijuangi kusema vizuri.
Your parents and your friends want to have a conversation with you. And I'm here to help facilitate that dialogue.
RuPaul wearing a straight his great t-shirt is just funny. Okay, wait. I can't get over this. Why do her parents know that she doesn't enjoy kissing boys? And why do they want her to be kissing boys? She's not done with high school. Okay, white parents are just such a curious concept to me, because why do you want your child to be experimenting her sexuality in the first place? She's very impressionable. She's young. Like, you should not... Okay, I don't believe in purity culture, but also it's so weird. Maybe it's because of my upbringing. It's so weird for me to see parents be this involved in a child's sexuality, or even want her to, like, why do you want your child to be kissing boys? Like, aren't you supposed to be protective? But also, I guess it helps that white parents are like that. They are very involved in their children's sexuality and their dating lives, because I think white people have a sort of healthy dating culture compared to black people and African people. What I mean by this is, a lot of girls where I come from grow up thinking of dating as a taboo, right? And you know, the problem with this is they do everything behind their parents' backs. I dated boys in high school behind my parents' backs, and what that meant is that I didn't know how to date properly. I didn't have an elder sister, so I was just being led by my hormones, I guess. The dating culture for me and most other Kenyan girls, it wasn't very healthy, and it shows. And the parents who are involved in their children's dating lives or such matters, where I come from at least, it is known to be kituya rich parents. Rich parents are chill. They don't mind the daughter inviting, or the son inviting the girlfriend or the boyfriend home for supper, or just hanging out in the house. And this is why rich kids have a healthy dating culture. You get what I'm saying? So in as much as it looks weird to me, it also has its advantages, because this means that if she's not being treated right, at least even your mom will tell you, how come he's not coming into the house to greet us before he picks you? Why mbona anapigia horn nje ya nyumba? You know, things like those. Why are you going out with a guy who is not decent enough to even bring you flowers on the date? You know, stuff like that is what builds a healthy dating culture, or a healthy dating outlook within a young growing woman. And most of these things, sisi wa Kenya, we have to learn for ourselves out here in the streets. We have to learn for ourselves. Oh, this is how you know a man is decent. This is how you know a man is serious about you. But then they don't have to learn for themselves, because their parents are involved from the start. So I'm gonna give white parents their flowers, but it's still weird to me.
You've been trying to make us eat this tofu.
In diet, watch for a switch to vegetarianism.
I've seen this running joke, anyway, even in current media, of lesbians being hippies and vegetarians. So kuko vegetarian, who even knows what the hell tofu is? I don't know what tofu is. I will Google it after I finish. Honestly, I don't think it's fair for them to consider the kissing thing as a reason, because who would like kissing that boy? I wouldn't. They send her to conversion therapy camp the same day the other cheerleaders are going for playoffs. This scene gives me a flashback from when my mom came to pick me up in high school. I had been suspended. I was supposed to be going for a funky that day, actually, the day that I was sent for a suspension. It's a long story, that story. I'll tell you another day when I do a story time. And the people who had gone for music festival, they were coming back to school as I was walking out with my mom, and it was just so weird. Megan and her parents are received at the camp by Mary, who's the director, I'm assuming, and her son Rock, who is obviously gay. Gaydar. The first thing they do while at this camp is...
By a young age, Kelly had a promising future. Mommy's little helper and prom queen. Kelly had hopes of being a model one day.
It's reinforcing gender stereotypes, basically. And people should be free to do whatever. Isn't of it was inafanya watu waseme cooking is for girls only, or girls can't do physics, home science is for girls. My thing is, conversion therapy camps don't work. You can't convert someone from being straight to gay, and you can't convert someone from being gay to straight. I'm gonna admit, in high school there's some sort of peer pressure. For example, in my high school there was this thing where the lesbians, tulikuwa tunaita malele, they were considered cool, and they used to have a clique of just the lesbians. And so, because people in high school, teenagers, want to be part of the cool kids, and they want to be part of a clique, part of a community, they will find themselves in that clique, yeah, lesbians, even though they are not. I'm not talking about those ones. Those ones are, I don't think they were queer to begin with. But also, I'm not one to measure anybody's queerness. Personally, I believe everyone is queer. It's just the degree that varies. But that's just my opinion. We just like what we like. You see something, you think it looks good, it looks good. You know, when you take someone to rehab, you are exposing them. Tuseme umepeleka mtu wenu, cousin yenu, rehab, juu ya pombe. Akifika huko rehab, anapata watu wa coke, anapata watu wa heroin, anapata watu wa ketamine huko, anapata watu wenye wanachapa hard drugs, right? But the time anatoka rehab, kwanza hakukuwa na plan ya kuacha kukunywa pombe from the start. Now, by the time anatoka rehab, akona contacts za watu wenye wanaweza mpea those narcotic drugs. So it's like you've done one step forward and 10 steps backwards. And that's how I think this conversion therapy camps work. Because if you've ever tried to date as a queer person, you know the market is scarce. Now, you've taken this person who has a scarce dating market, you've put them now somewhere where they can meet other gays. It's like taking a gay man for the countries where being gay is a crime. So you take a gay person and you lock them up, so that because it's a punishment for being gay, and you've locked them up in a prison with other males who have no access to women. And here is a feminine gay man who's pretty. You've sent them to prison as punishment. You see, it's like the 1 + 1 is equal -2. This is reminding me of that video where that gay guy was saying he had an amazing time in prison.
Imagine, like, we be seeing all these men, like, on the streets or in the hood or, like, blah, blah, and they're just not accessible because there's bad out here. Why? Guys don't want to, there's some bad out there and they like us, but they ain't gonna f us. But imagine these fine asses behind bars, never able to even smell the scent of some pussy, but all they get is,
Your pussy.
okay, comments. And so that's honestly what made it fun for me. Like, I milked it for all it was worth. I was only supposed to do a 1.5 years, but I ended up doing a whole 3 years, and I was getting down silly by the finest. Like, oh my.
Until she was recruited into the lifestyle.
She made me do things.
Again, nobody is being recruited into homosexuality. It cannot happen. Maybe I guess it can, because like kama vijana wa forex, I think wao wanakuwa introduced. But I think siati wanakuwa siati, they are actually gay. It's like they are being lured into it because of money. They want easy money to be rich quickly, so they have to give it up. They're not being recruited into. It's like the girls who go to be porta-potties in Dubai. Are they being recruited by other toilets into being porta-potties? No. They're doing it because they want the money. Oh my god, I just remembered something. When I was in high school, there was this young teacher who got married when I was, I think, in Form 3. She got married and changed her name to Mrs. So she used to say that when she was younger, she used to be lesbian and she did all those things. She's now giving this as a testimony so that the lesbians can stop being lesbian and be like her. And she stopped and she became saved and she accepted Jesus into her life and she stopped that nonsense. And now she's married. So in my head I was like, okay, so your husband just has a lesbian wife now. I'm not gonna say much. Sexuality is a spectrum. I do believe every straight passing woman is bisexual though. This woman gives me mask vibes, and I think she's definitely out of the closet. I think she's definitely dating women, and she knows Hassan is dating men. So is this whole camp, do they believe in this camp? Are they Christians? Is this just a job for them? Is this like those ministry churches which are just obviously money schemes for pastors? Is this such a thing, or do they even believe in it? Do they believe they actually converted from their queerness and so they are helping teenagers? Cause
Rise and shine at 7.
is that an Irish accent? In this camp, boys were blue, girls were pink. The oldest gender stereotype, I guess, to exist. And I remember when I was a child, I've been a feminist since I came out my mother's womb, I think. When I was a child, the moment I clocked the gender stereotypes that existed, I always rejected them. The oldest one being boys love blue and girls love pink. And I was like, no, I don't think I should just love pink just because I'm a girl. I lied to myself my entire childhood that I loved blue, that blue was my favorite color. Nilikata pink for most of my childhood until I was around 12, maybe 11, 12. Ndio nikaanza kupenda pink openly. And okay, that's a whole thing on its own. The rejection of pink by young girls because they want to be not like other girls. They want to be different from other girls because they know the light under which girls are seen. So they want to remove themselves from that category. We're introduced to the bad boy of the movie. Her name is Graham. And you can tell immediately that she's attracted to Megan and Megan is attracted to her. So obviously they're gonna be the couple of the movie. And honestly, why is Graham in conversion therapy camp? When you give birth to a girl and you give her the name Graham, you're already implying you don't follow gender norms. Being conservative and giving your child the name Graham, your girl child, is an oxymoron to me. Imagine she's walking all over the area with those hospital gowns that are usually open in the back. And she's supposed to walk like that until she admits that she's lesbian. This is torture. This is against the right to dignity protected by the UN Charter. What the hell is this? Leaving her ass all out for the other lesbians to see. Conservative parents are a joke. Why do these pinks and blues have to be cartoon shades? Why couldn't they make them normal pink and normal blue? I don't know, they're too bright for them. They make them look ashy. You know, these bright vibrant colors, they look better on black skin. On white people, they just wash them out. I don't know if you're getting. It looks almost like Love Island. You know, the set in Love Island.
I'm Sinead. I like pain. I'm homosexual.
Ooh, clock that dominatrix representation.
Andre, actor, dancer.
Oh, Andre is so cute.
Have you ever had sex with him?
I'm a Christian.
It's really easy to be a prude when you're not attracted to him, isn't it?
This is so weird to me. Again, Because these children are 16, 17. Megan is 17. Are they not supposed to be pushed to wait until marriage? My brain cannot put together the concept of Christian. Oh my god, since the Cynthia Erivo memes. I keep saying the concept of in every statement. I'm just like the concept of. So anyway, my brain cannot piece together the concept of conservative Christianity and pushing your child to experiment sexually. I was raised by conservative Christians, and talking about whether you've done it with your boyfriend, you're not even supposed to be thinking about that. Supposed to wait until marriage, save it for your husband. I like that Megan is the main character of this movie because she's a femme who likes femmes, and that's a good thing to see because most of the teenage representation of lesbianism, at least in Kenya, it's tads versus, it's like there has to be a man in the relationship and a woman in the relationship, which is just laughable because this is taking heterosexual norms and putting them into a queer relationship, which just, it defeats the purpose. If I found myself in this camp, I wouldn't even take it seriously, honestly. They go through gender training sessions, which just means teaching boys to be boys, to do yard work, outdoor work, and girls to be girls, to do indoor work. So out of touch. By the way, do boys get taught to pick up their balls like that? Because when I was in around class 7, 8, I just started noticing that boys were doing it a lot, and I wondered why. And that's where my fear of shaking people's hands started. I was such a neat freak when I was in primary school, so when the boys started lifting their balls like that, it just ruined everything for me. Because you know what, hawakuwa wanapenda kuoga, so they were smelling. Now hawakuwa wanapenda kuosha nguo. Alafu now that I am seeing you picky every time. What's behind that? I don't know what Andre's parents were thinking when they sent him to this camp, because he's way too gone.
Miss Mary, I ain't the only one who got no root.
He's using black woman lingo, and that's like the final stage of American gayness, so he's beyond saving. Conservative people are so delusional. What do you mean a girl is gay because her mom got married in pants?
My mother got married in pants.
Is the math nothing to you? So if the mother got married in a dress, Graham would be straight. And mind you, this is how most conservative people think. They really do believe these things. In the big 2025, my root is Beyonce. She was my sexual awakening, specifically Drunk in Love. Yeah. Kwanzaa, there was this music video called My House by Flo Rida. It's been a while since I saw that video, but that one used to play on the beat daily, and I was looking forward to it every single time because of that girl who was laid on the table with like treats all over her. Women are yummy. Not rock mesmerizing these boys. He is hot. He's such a himbo. I learned that term from Dad's Mina, which is a crazy reality TV show, American of course, about sugar daddies, gay sugar daddies and sugar babies. They would call rock a himbo, which is the male version of a bimbo. I don't know why girls, we can't get himbos. I think I deserve a himbo. Himbos, please hit up my inbox. If you're a himbo, comment down below and I will find you. The family therapy sessions, which are being done on weekends, is about as toxic as you would expect it to be.
Uncalled for.
Well, excuse me, but we're paying a lot of money here to get these kids fixed, not sit around and listen to stories all day.
As the movie continues, we see Graham and Megan's relationship continue to build. They bond, Megan sees her soft side, and Graham really likes Megan, although she's mean, but she's the bad boy of the movie, so I guess it's expected. But honestly, Mimi, that's not the type of love I'm on. If I wanted to be a gangster, I would look for a gun. As I told you, there is no such thing as converting someone from homosexuality. They just go back into the closet maybe. And my prayer for any woman out there is you never find yourself married to a converted gay man. Especially nyinyi wenye mko kwa Christian spaces na mnakwanga mumeabudu sana God-fearing men. There is no such thing. You will walk in on your husband at some point being with men or a man, and you will come to give us a story time on social media. Megan, deep in the night, catches two boys kissing and they are punished. I don't know why Megan had to snitch on them. She's insufferable. If I knew Megan in real life, I wouldn't be her friend. But she's just innocent and she just wants to do the right thing. Around halfway through the movie, Graham and the other girls, they sneak out to go party. During this night out, we're introduced to Larry and Lloyd, who are a gay couple. They are former graduates of their camp, and they decided to abandon it and live their truth, and now they run a safe house for teenagers who've been rejected by their parents because of their sexual orientation, and other teenagers who've run away from the camp. Finally, Graham and Megan kiss, and it's sparks and fireworks. That kiss changes everything for Megan because she finally realizes that this is it and there's no changing it. Megan says she wants to go home, and the parents threaten to cut her off if she refuses to go through with the program, which is emotional abuse.
If that is what you choose, you're choosing to cut us out of your life.
Of all things to make your child feel alienated for, it's gotta be their sexuality. Really? Sexual orientation is supposed to be a personal thing, because nobody is coming for you and your 5,000 mistresses. You old man. You have 5 office husbands. Nobody gives a fuck. And then you're gonna torture your child, make them feel like they are not human just because of their sexual orientation. Shame on you. Literally, the only thing you need to do is love your kids. And if you're failing at that, you were never meant to be a parent. Period. If Megan's parents really wanted her to just continue being a good girl, they wouldn't have brought her to this camp in the first place, because she had a boyfriend. She didn't know she was lesbian, so it's not like she was acting on those feelings. She was just living her life as an innocent teenager, and now they've exposed her now to a different kind of life, to what it could be. And now when she goes back home, she's gonna be kissing girls. She's gonna be going out to gay bars. Like, these parents, they did the opposite of what they were trying to do. Mary bands together their kids at a camp to go and protest outside of Larry and Lloyd's safe house. It reminds me of the time when Christians were protesting in the streets of Nairobi against, if you know the Eric Gitari case, where the court upheld the constitutional freedom of association, meaning that gay people can also are free to also make associations, and religious conservatives were protesting in the streets against that precedent. And it's like, we have bigger problems. We have bigger problems. I have never seen, ever, one day, the church coming out, bringing people together, mobilizing masses to protest against the exploitation and molestation of children in religious spaces and in schools. I've never seen it even once. Even when a case of a child who was molested goes viral, the church stays silent. But when it comes to a constitutional freedom being protected, that is when you have all the resources and all the time to protest. We need to set our priorities right as a people. We do. You can't fail to protect your children. We fail to protect them from abuse. We fail to protect them from neglect, from sexual exploitation, from the effects of abject poverty. Yet, you're gonna come and protest against gay people's rights, using protection of children as an excuse. If you really care so much about your children, why are you not protecting children? Why does the protection of children only come up when you are fighting against the rights of a certain group of people? Like, another thing I really like about this movie is that it uses comedy to bring out the ridiculousness of this whole thing. If we could help what we were attracted to, I would stay away from men entirely. But alas.
You will all be graded in each category.
And those of you who fail will be sent home.
This scene gives RuPaul's Drag Race when she's picking who is getting eliminated. I guess in a way they're being taught how to perform straightness. So maybe the camp is helpful because when they leave, they're gonna be able to know how to perform being straight. Because the director's son does it really well. He knows how to perform straightness.
You're so good at being straight.
I knew Andre didn't stand a chance. I called it.
Andre, you may pack your bags.
Andre should leave this camp and start his career in the ballroom scene. He looks like he would flourish there.
Congratulations, liars. You know who you are and you know who you want. Ain't nobody gonna change that.
Speak, Andre. That night after they all pass the test, Megan goes to sleep with Graham in her bed, and they are caught by Mary in the morning, and so they are kicked out of the program. And because Megan's parents said they would disown her if she couldn't finish the program, Megan can't go back home. So I guess the next option for her is the safe house run by Larry and Lloyd.
Maybe one thing that you can do where we could work out some kind of a deal.
It's giving sexual exploitation of minors. What do you mean you let her say if she engages in
Simulation with Rock?
Rock is an adult. This is a 17-year-old girl. Red flag. Why are these parents sitting here quietly watching this woman tell their daughter that she must engage in a sexual simulation with Rock? You know what? I'm not surprised. Of course, Megan is feeling some type of way because she expected Graham to live with her so that they could come to the safe house together. But Graham was so emotionally manipulated. This
is exactly why your mother left. Are you ready to lose your father?
That she agreed to basically do sex work. Yeah, it is a form of sex work, what they were asking her to do with Rock. I mean, you can't look at a minor in the face and tell them that they're going to lose their parents. Not every child is strong enough to live with the possibility of that reality, especially since she was told that the reason for her mom leaving was because she was gay, which I doubt is true. The boys who were caught kissing the other time, one of them is at the safe house and they go out with Megan. And while they're out, they hatch a plan to get Crash the camp's graduation, which was being held the following morning.
May I present our happy heterosexuals?
This is the final scene. Megan does a cheer for her and she looks so cute in that cheerleading uniform. By the way, she does a cheer for Graham, you know, telling her she won't take no for an answer. And it works! And they run into the sunset together. Okay, they drive away into the sunset on this pickup together. And the movie ends with the parents going to, I guess, Parents of Homosexuals Anonymous support group, which is just, it's funny to me. In conclusion, I think this movie was about 80 minutes long. I think it could have been shorter. There were a lot of scenes that were very stretched out. It's definitely progressive for its time. 1999, people must not have been very tolerant then, and I liked it. Aside from the heavy themes that it addresses, it's pretty funny. I enjoyed watching it. This was my third time watching it and I enjoyed it all times. I just got a little political this time because I was doing a review. It's a nice movie, so if you like, you can watch it on YouTube. It's available. And if you like this video, feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends, comment, share your thoughts. Even if it's nothing to do with this video, just feel free to comment. And I'll see you all next time. Bye! Mwah.